What's going on, Mando fam? Welcome back to another video. Today we're out at Plantation Ruins at Winget. It's basically in West Charlotte. I have a tournament coming up here pretty much this week actually. It's actually this Saturday. I'm going to post a link in the description if you want to see how I do or if you want to follow along day of. I'll have a morning tea time and all that good stuff. But anyway, this is going to be my practice round, all right? So first hole is 250 feet off into the left, and I got two little understable to stable discs with me. I got a DGA Squall, 6'4", -1-1, and a T-Bird. I'm just gonna throw it on a forehand and have it pan out to the left, and hopefully I can park this bad boy. I put that on a hyzer. That wasn't good at all. T-Bird going up, gotta throw it flat. That is looking pretty good.
Nice shot.
A little far. We'll see how it is. So you can kind of see where my T-Bird landed here. Probably about 30, 35 feet right on circle's edge. Just gonna have to give this a good run. During tournament, I'll have to throw that squall pretty flat so it pans to the left and then comes back out to the right, but not too shabby of a lie here on the first. I'm gonna give this a good run. Hit chains, got about, 4 or 5 feet. Let's go ahead and tap that in. Definitely could have been worse, but it is a practice round. So I'm gonna run everything. Feel a little bit more confident in my putt. Hole 2 is a par 3. I think they're all par 3s out here. 244 feet. I got a quake. It is a very overstable mid-range, so 244 feet should cover about that. Just gonna have to get it out there. I'm gonna start it at that big tree right there in the middle, and hopefully it'll pan back out to a hyzer right around that area. Oh, it's looking good. I know it's a black disc, but yeah, that's really good. Alrighty, so I gassed this thing a little bit past the basket, but got about a 10, 15 footer. No, it's not 10 feet. It's about 15, 20 feet for my birdie. And this is pretty much exactly what I want to do come tournament time. Just got to focus up. Oh, hit bottom. All good. Even through 2. That was close. Hole 4 here, and I did skip hole 3. Hole 3 is out in the middle of basically the fairway. It's just an open hole, 306 feet. There was a couple groups that were waiting on the tee pad, so I just skipped over to hole 4. 234 feet for this hole 4. I'm gonna put a marker on the screen right now, but it is behind all these trees. So I'm either gonna go Firebird or Raptor on just a big hyzer and not put a lot of power behind it. And that should be perfect. Go, baby, go. Oh, skipped right in front of the basket. I should have put you over there, but then you couldn't see my tee shot. How's this, ladies and gentlemen? That was literally a perfect tee shot, bounced right in front of the basket, and now we got a birdie. Hole 5, hole 4 for the video, 234 feet, literally dead ahead. Gonna put a marker on the video. Now I got a zone with me, I got a squall with me. I'm gonna throw the squall flat just so I can get a better feeling for this disc, but most likely I'm gonna throw a zone on an anhyzer line kind of towards this left tree and have it pan out to that right towards that tree that's kind of like curved to the right and then straight up. So let's go with the zone. Zone on an Annie, a little bit higher than that, and hopefully it ends up by the hole. And that is looking good. It's gotta sit though. Sit, sit, sit. I don't know if there's OB back there, but that's probably about 20 feet for birdie. Shout out MandoMeade for the mini. Big softball game going on over there. All right, that would have been a penalty. Anyway, let's make this. Cash. Putt is feeling good. Putt is feeling good. You're gonna see a Mando right there, but the basket is over here and to the right. There are a ton of people around me, so I'm not gonna intro it, but I'm going to throw probably a zone or a breaker. And that is what I wanted to do. It's going to go around the back of the tree. All right, I found the disc. And it was back here under pretty much every green leaf that you could think of. Now I need to know, and well, now I do know, I just need to let off more power during the tournament. Otherwise I'm laying up like that, which I don't want to do, but nonetheless, got a par, can't be too mad. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna go with the Raptor, probably on a little anhyzer line, take it on the inside of this first tree. Wanna miss that dead tree right off and to the right and have it pan back out to a hyzer. Can't throw it too hard here because it is a Raptor and it's only 265 feet, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, miss it. Hit the same exact tree I didn't want to hit. I'm gonna take a T-bird on a hyzer and go to the left of the big tree right in the middle here. It's an unpopular play, but if it works, it works. Oh gosh.
Bruh.
All right, not a great hole. Not gonna let it get in my head though. All right, so for the first time in this video, you're gonna see me scramble a little bit here. And I thought there was an opening, and there kind of is. I just gotta get the right stance to get a hyzer forehand, but I think I'm actually gonna have to go a little backhand and hyzer and hope it just holds, but we'll see what I can do. I think I'm ready. I don't know how to throw like this, but I think I'm ready. Oh, Zach. I can't see where it landed, but oh, Zach. That's good. That's really good. Yes. All right. This hole is no longer in my head. Hole no longer in my head. Exactly what I needed for the program right there. Got a par when it looked like I was about to get a birdie. I mean, bogey. So really good recovery backhand. I think I'm 2 under through 5 or 6. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first par 4 of the day. It's 380 feet, but you can see a bunch of OB up there. And I'm probably just gonna throw a zone on a hyzer, have it miss all that OB and see what I got going in. You guys are looking at the hole right now, but I don't really know what I'm about to do. Gonna go with my more overstable zone here. Have it probably actually put it dead straight or maybe on a little bit of a hyzer. Don't need a lot because there is a lot of OB down there like you saw. I don't really know what I'm doing from this little model, this whole preview right here. It looks like it's a horseshoe almost. So do with that as I will, because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Should be good, maybe. I mean, it got on the inside of that tree. It hit a tree down there, but it should be good. I don't know. So I switched out zones here, and I definitely should have walked this hole because I definitely thought all this OB was a lot further up than it actually is. Take my Firebird here, put not a lot of power behind it, but I do want to give myself a circle 2 putt. So you guys might be calling me crazy right now, but I know that OB comes into play a lot sooner than I would think. So big hyzer, Firebird, here we go. Oh, that's so good. Skip towards the basket, nice little roll. So nice little recovery shot. So right where that Firebird is right where the old hole used to be. I guess they made it a little bit more tricky for people to attack this short par 4. I'm gonna pull out a little secret weapon. I got a DGA Bowfly, and it is literally one of those rubber things that you can fold up and throw in all that stuff. That's not legal. But what you can do is you can basically just plop it right down and it'll sit wherever you want it to do. And this looks like the perfect place to do that, especially because I don't want to run it because there's a lot of OB lawn and all that stuff. So let's just go ahead and get it up there and get a nice tap in for par. Almost made it. Here we are at hole 9. It is another par 4, so you get back-to-back par 4s. This one is 318 feet, and essentially what you can do is you can take it right at the first tree and have it pan off on a hyzer if you're throwing backhand, or it's just a really good turnover hole. So we'll see what the young man does here, aka me. All right, I'm gonna hopefully hold this Squall's line on a big anhyzer flex. Only 318 feet, just got to get around this first turn, and I should be up and down for birdie. So shouldn't be too hard of a hole here. Let's see if I can do it. Oh my gosh, that was so good. If it missed that tree, I think that like even could have been parked. I don't know what's up there or how big it turns, but man, that was a good shot. Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this goes. Well, I yanked it. So when I say that that Squall was literally so close to being perfect, it was. Just the very brush edge of that one tree. And if it didn't do that, it probably would be down there. So I think that's gonna be the play. I think I'm gonna go a really low anhyzer zone to match the slope. Don't really have an angle here, but I want to give myself a birdie look too, but I don't want to get too confident and cocky and run after things I don't need to be running after, but it's a practice round. Should be good. Sit. Hit something. Oh, okay, that sucks. I don't think you saw that just because you guys see the basket, but there is a big drop off down there. And yeah, I'm assuming you guys didn't see it, but let me show you where it's at. So I had to take it over these rocks right here and have it low enough so it could skip and just drag along here. It didn't do that. It basically went into hover mode, went right past this tree, but look how lucky I got. It's sitting right there. So very fortunate. Gotta look for birdie. Let's do it. Big uphill putt. I mean, not too long though. Could easily be down there. Just gotta establish the rules of what is OB on this hole before the tournament. Big. Oh, went through the routine, went through the breathing, got a birdie when I probably shouldn't have, but that tree really screwed me up at the start. Mando fam, we are here at hole 10 of another par 3, coming off a nice little birdie. 223 feet, and I am about to walk down because I don't know where this, holy crap. This might be the stupidest hole out here, and that is because one, you can't see the basket from the tee box, but literally the further you go down, you just see the top. So you can't even like get close to getting it in or parked or anything like that. Kind of a silly hole in my opinion, but let's try and make the most out of this hole. Give me a skip. I mean, that could be the play, but probably not. All right, so yeah, I think this is kind of a wasted hole. I don't think there's really much you can do on this hole. There might be a lot of players in my card or just in my division in general that get greedy and want to go after this hole, but not I. So I'm gonna put this is my bow fly. I'm just gonna put this right there on the ground and just have it sit there and get a par. Plop. You see, if that was a zone or just literally any other disc in the entire world, that thing is gonna roll down this hill, but because this thing is like a chew toy, it's not going anywhere. Hole 11 here, another par 3, 226 feet. It is off and to the right. Can't see it from the tee box, and you just want to put a breaker or a zone on a big hyzer that goes up into the air, not low. So you're gonna have that mound that's basically right in front of you, and you want to pan it back out to the right. Hope it, just get a big fade. That's all I need. Gonna start with my baby, the zone. Take it right at that dead tree, pretty much right where that little red marker is, and just have it fade out into the right and hope that's kind of the area that I need to be in on this hole. I didn't walk up there, so I don't know. I threw that so early. It didn't hit any trees. I don't know if that was good or not. Going with my pink zone now. I put the breaker back in the bag. I just don't think it can get 226. So throw it high in the air on a slight hyzer, not as much hyzer as I just showed you. Slight hyzer, and get it down by the hole. And that is what I wanted to do. I heard lots of leaves. Don't know where it is. Let's go find it. So the purple zone was actually the best one out of the bunch. I got my pink one right here, and I think it just hit a rock. Well, it did hit a rock, but then my purple one is right there. So putting it on a really big hyzer actually paid out pretty well. So let's just go ahead. You guys can't really see the basket all that well, but you can. I've never done this before. That's something that never ends out good. But I'm gonna throw a T-bird on an anhyzer line and see how this thing goes. It could turn into a roller, a cut, roll. I don't know what it's gonna turn into, but gotta get it up there. Let's see what this does. Actually, was perfect. And I heard a clean landing. No. Guys, I pulled a stupid. I didn't hit record on the wireless microphone. I apologize, but you are gonna see my T-bird. I mean, you could still hear the audio, but my T-bird on an anhyzer line was actually money. Like, it was perfect. It panned out to an anhyzer, and then it faded off and to the right. And I'm in the dead center fairway. I'm looking probably about 150, 200 feet in. I'm gonna throw my pink zone and get this boy nice and close so I can just get a stress-free birdie. Just like that. I throw plastic, I hit metal, and I'm good to go. Oh yeah, that is perfect. Just awesome, love it. You can see it's a tunnel shot, a big time tunnel shot. So I want to take this squall and I want to throw it high, obviously, and I want it to do its job. I don't want to throw it on an anhyzer or a hyzer or anything like that. I just want it to pan a little bit to the left and come back out and fade down to the right. It's way up there, probably playing more like 270, 280. So T-bird probably is the good play, but I'm gonna go with the squall and then go to the T-bird. I threw that on a little bit of a hyzer. It's up there, so I can get that up and down for par, but let's see what I can do with my T-bird. I just threw a money shot back there with my T-bird, so let's do it again. Oh, did I do it again? Well, I did until I didn't. Money. Alrighty, we've made it to hole 14, a par 3, 313 feet. Gonna go with my Raptor here on a slight anhyzer line off and to the left and have it come back and to the right. You can see the hole is right there, and let's go after it. Oh, gonna need a big skip if I want to up by the hole. That sucks. Holes like this I'm not necessarily worried about come tournament time, just because I know my surroundings now. I know to release that a little bit later, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna take my zone right at that tree, just plop it right down by the hole. So run at it. So like I just said, I feel really confident in my game where it's at right now with the approach and with the putting. I think the only issue is off the tee right now. I got to figure out how to get better placement shots off the tee and all that stuff. But putting, approach, all that good stuff, feeling really good. Sit. Pretty good. Big skip, but pretty good. Sorry guys, that wasn't just pretty good. That was really good. Oh, let's cash this in. Friendly kick. Birdie's a birdie, guys. Hole 16, par 3, 202 feet. Just really missed that tree right in the middle of the fairway off the tee. Put it on a big anhyzer if I'm throwing forehand. If you're throwing backhand, you should be able to park this hole, but I can't really do that well right now, so I'm gonna go with an anhyzer zone, pretty much high in the air, and just let it ride all the way down. Just like that, get down there. Hit some trees, but I think it's good. This is a hole that off the tee, it looks like it needs a lot of anhyzer if you're going with the forehand, but it actually doesn't need that much. I ended up on the left side of the basket. Probably got about a 25 footer here. Just got to focus up, give it enough power, and make it. Easier said than done. Got it. Let's go. Big putt. Telling you, approach game's good. Putting, good. Off the tee, you've seen this video, not great, but if I work on it, I'm gonna compete. These are the type of holes I love in disc golf. Pretty much dead straight, but a lot of room to work with out here. You got pretty much made up man-made OB, but I don't know, just something that is very pleasing to the eye with a hole like this. 282 feet, hole 17. Don't go OB, just go dead straight down the pipe. Going with the T-bird again. It's been good to me this round. Let's get one more good throw out of it. Dude, that thing rode. It rode down to the basket is what it did. Hole 18, par 3, 238 feet to end the round. Doing pretty good right now. Really love this course. Gonna go with the Raptor. There is a red dot up there that is not a Mando, but I want to go left of that tree anyway. And it looks like the basket is up on top of a hill. So it's going to be pretty difficult to park this one, but I want to get that one up there for a stress-free par or get a nice little kick for birdie. Here we go. Oh, that is so good. You probably don't see it, but it is riding and it hit a darn tree brim. It hit probably one of these big branches up here that's pretty much covering the basket, but I got a good look right here for my birdie. Let's end this thing off right. Oh, it was a good stroke. Really good stroke. Good way to end it. Gave it a run right there at the end to try and go back to back to back birdies, I believe. I would have had 4 in a row, but nonetheless, guys, that is going to do it from Plantation Ridge over here at Winget. Awesome course, love it. I think I'm gonna compete. I think I'm gonna have some fun. Again, the PDGA tournament is going to be in the description, so you can follow along with me for day of, or you can just go ahead and check back at any time. If this tournament is over by the time you're watching this, if you care at all, it's going to be in the description. But anyway, guys, fun course. Hope to compete. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.